Right. Hey everyone, I'm Klloo. So, the new Aurora Armory deck is out, full of some juicy new cards. And I did actually intend to look into Skazak and Skyward Serenade or Rin and Stars and their combo potential, but then I got a little sidetracked by Arc Lightning. May have occurred to you, but I'm only just clicking that Arc Lightning is basically a better final act, because it does damage by Arcane, and of course all your silver or anything else you try to accumulate in terms of board state has go again. So, for instance, we have Flicker-Wisp. So Flicker-Wisp plus the 2 Arc Lightnings is basically 4 damage a go again, Arcane damage as well, which is equivalent to 2 Final Acts, which is what you'd normally aim for as Melody. Trying to string together 3 can be a bit difficult because of the go again procs. So yeah, Arc Lightning is Final Act 2.0. So the reason the arcane damage is better is because, for instance, with Melody, you have to get through your opponent's hand, arsenal, and equipment, right? Meaning that the range, if you will, to actually OTK your opponent is significantly higher than just 40 damage. Now, Arc Lightning, on the other hand, even if your opponent has a full hand of blues and arcane barrier, well, it's still 12 damage they can prevent, plus then maybe something in Arsenal that can prevent a little bit of damage, and then equipment. But generally speaking, they shouldn't be able to stop as much damage as Arc Lightning. And then you also have cards like Sunkiss. So if we play Arc Lightnings, our Flicker-Wisp, and then we Moonwish and start digging through our deck looking for just blues for silver or Sunkisses, since they will have a go again proc, we can do a lot of damage. So I've given the opponent 100 life. And yeah, we'll see with this basic setup. All I played is 3 yellow picker cards and 3 red picker cards, which I would probably put into the deck. Just a fatigue style deck where you're trying to get to second cycle, play all the yellows and reds, and then you just try to pop off. So yeah, we played 6 picker cards and we end up with 9 silver out of it. Max you could have gone was 21, so huge difference, but I think 9 should be more than enough. We also have an energy potion setup and gold from our Crown of Dominion, although I'm tempted to run, Crown of Dichotomy, the Runeblade one? Sorry, I'm not too familiar with Runeblade. And then Tome of the Arknight, since Tome of the Arknight would then also be effectively a +1. But nonetheless, let's jump into what we can actually do. So we'll play Flicker-Wisp to start off so that we can fuse it and give Arc Lightning the extra damage. It's equivalent no matter the order, because you'd get the extra arcane damage off of the go again of Flicker-Wisp anyway. Yeah, but we'll play Flicker-Wisp first. So we get that proc. It does 2 arcane damage to start off. Then we can play our Arc Lightning. We can then do 2 damage again. Yep, 2 off of that one. And then we can play our other Arc Lightning, which then should do 4 damage since we have the other Arc Lightning proc. And I should probably take my priority off as well, so it just does the arcane damage. So yeah, just starting the combo is already presenting 8 arcane damage. That's nice enough. And then of course through Arc Lightning we have the next action card you play this turn gets go again. Beautiful, means that our Moonwish has go again. So we can pop our energy potion, and then we can play our Moonwish, which has go again. If your opponent blocks it out, oh well, that's 1 card less from hand for them to do Arc Lightning shenanigans. Or if it lands for whatever reason, we would get a Sunkiss, and that is really, really strong. Now, oops, I forgot to have it open so I can pass. This is the only attack, and then that's the only time I actually have to pass. So yeah, this is going to fetch us a Sunkiss. I'm actually going to pass because we don't really need it, and I would assume the opponent blocks it out, but still, that's already a sizable amount of damage. And then from there, we can crack our Aether Ironweave, since we've now played an action card and attack action card. This has go again as well, so that's another 4 damage. With the 2 resources, we can then pop our gold to draw a card, and then we just start sifting through our deck. So every Sunkiss we find, we can just play, and then every blue card, we can just pitch into our silver. And slowly and steadily, we are just deleting our opponent's HP. And again, Tome of the Arknight, right? So reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If you reveal an attack action card and non-attack action card, this way you put them into your hand. The nice thing about it is, if you pitch a blue, you'd have 2 resources floating to play the Moonwish. So if you weren't going for 2 Arc Lightnings and a Flicker-Wisp, which I think technically might be overkill because, you know, we're not really through a lot of cards already, and our opponent has already taken 35 damage or presented 35 damage. So yeah, Crown of Dichotomy, if I'm getting that correct, to put the correct cards on top, and then it's Tome of the Arknight, and that could also be the way you get your second Arc Lightning without actually having to, you know, pitch that correctly, because obviously you're not Kano, so you can't do it as effectively or as quickly, but I'm hoping Annuals of Sutcliffe, and of course Count Your Blessings, and just other stally cards can win us, or at least get this at least every now and then to pull off. Again, I like just going for fancy things, but nonetheless, we will pitch it away for now. So yeah, there's another 4. There's a Sunkiss, so we play it. Then another 4, another Sunkiss. I wonder if I can I actually do the 100 off of just the simple setup? Moonwish. I have to be sure not to pitch away the blue Sunkisses. In fact, actually, we might stall out. No, there's a Sunkiss. Another Sunkiss. Another Sunkiss. Energy Potion. So yeah, we're almost out of blues, although we can also annuals. So yeah, that's already 80 plus damage presented. And then annals. And yeah, Sunkiss, which we could have had 3 more, I would assume, right? It doesn't, how many do we play? Yeah, we're missing 1 red and 2 blue. So it's 3 more Sunkisses on the bottom, but still, 83 damage presented to our opponent. I think that's an actual workable OTK. And again, we can still take equipment. You could take Starting Stake instead of Crown Dominion, so you could still take Face of Purgatory or something a bit more defensive. Leg slot's open for defensiveness. Arms is open for defensiveness. We don't actually need the Crown of Dichotomy, but, you know, I'm going to play around with deck construction for a bit and then see what we come up with for a nice Fatigue OTK Aurora. Okay, so here's what I've got so far, right? It definitely needs a bit of work and some better tuning and balancing, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So, equipment-wise, I have actually decided that the Crown of Dichotomy is actually a lot nicer than what I was thinking to use it for. Basic idea is you can block, discard, get rid of an Arc Lightning and a Moonwish, or a Flicker Wisp and a Moonwish, and then you're able to Crown Dichotomy them back on top of your deck once you find the other combo piece you need. So, if you, again, I don't know if the 4 is really necessary. I mean, mathematically, right? So, we can either be doing 2 damage per go again or 4 damage per go again. The Sunkisses are already 9, so that's 18. And that would be 36. That is a big difference, right? Plus then, again, say we find, I don't know, call it 6 silver. We'll go on the light side, so that'd be an extra 12 damage or an extra 24. So that's definitely an OTK right there. But then we also have Arc Lightnings go again, so that's 1 extra go again. We have, what else? What else could we be proccing on the thing? We have the Aether Ironweave, so that'd be 2. We have a gold token, that'd be 3. So that's an extra 6 damage there, or 12 damage there, right? Again, that's kind of overkill. So that'd be what? 24, 36, right? So that's not quite an OTK, especially since we're not damaging our opponent anyway. Is there something I'm missing? Right, yes. I said the annals to go again. Doesn't have go again, but we have Grasp of the Arcanite, mainly because of the Battle Wand, but also then, you know, we could spend the last card on that, so that'd be another extra go again, right? So an extra 2 damage here, so 38. And it kind of seems like you need to find the Arc Lightning or 2 Flicker Wisps. I mean, the nice thing though is you don't have to start with them all. If you're drawing through your deck and then you find the other Arc Lightning at least halfway through this, then you should still be fine. So yeah, we'll call this a work in progress, but just tankiness all around the board. So count your blessings, obviously, to heal, reduce the rune chance, sink blows, shelter, suffering, all the nice juicy 4 blocks, and then just the pick a card. So the main idea would be to cycle anything you want to keep with the annals, and then just block as much as possible, hang on with the lifeline, set everything up again, get rid of an Arc Lightning, a Moonwish, and Crown of Dichotomy it back, and then just try to pop off. And I think, at least for me, it's a good enough game plan to strive for, right? Again, can't call it super competitive because it's a jank deck, and it will always be. It's definitely not the way you meant to play Aurora, but it can definitely be fun. Instead of the Crown of Dominion, we have Starting Stake. Could take more of them in case your opponent runs through your gold, or if you want to use the gold. But again, hitting a yellow when we start drawing through everything can be a little bit awkward. Although you can take extra energy potions to help smooth that along, so you wouldn't have to cut out the yellows. You could still find some of the yellows if you had that extra energy potion on board, since that would make up the difference for 2 yellows, which is actually a really nice saving grace. So yeah, 2 energy pots. So yeah, relatively speaking, your turn is basically just block out and then save energy potion, save, pick a card, and play it. Again, go back to your opponent, block out. I mean, if you can save a blue or anything to use the annals so that you have an arsenal card, I guess that's kind of nice too. But yeah, it's been interesting. Anyway, we'll leave it there. I will obviously tinker with it, play it for a bit, and see how it feels. But yeah, if you know any good tweaks, right, for Runeblade, do let me know. Runeblade is up there with like Illusionist as one of the classes I barely ever play. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.